Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall is 12 minutes past 9 on Sunday night. Back the old-fashioned way again, no internet coverage in the area from the storm the other night. And I was without power from Friday night about 12:45. The whole lot went bang and didn't come back until this morning. There was a major storm Dara. A lot of damage done in the area. A lot of damage done as well by thieves. The local pub was robbed, broken into. There wasn't much taken because there wasn't much to take in it. Broken into for the 8th time since last February. And they actually broke the window on the main road. These guys have no fear at all, don't mind being caught. They only get a slap on the wrist. They actually broke the window of the pub from the road in bits and entered the pub that way. And there was a business very close to me broken into as well. There was a rock, that size of a rock. They failed to get in the double door with an iron bar, and they broke the glass and got in. They got very little money, but it put the fear of God in you. There's another shop down the road has been broken into 4 times in the last few months, and the woman of the house, she can't sleep comfortable at all at night anymore, pure fear. No guard stations in rural areas is the cause of it. It's unreal. So I was in the dark all day yesterday and last night, so I was gone from the house all day. I went for a few pints last night, didn't get home until... I hadn't that many pints, but didn't get home until it must be 2 o'clock. Good crack. And when the house, when you have no power, you have no heat. It's like... it's the most important thing. I always compare it to somebody being blind, because the other senses you could manage without legs or arms or smell or hearing or speech, but your eyes, you can see nothing. You're completely in the dark. So I was at a Christmas fair for a few hours today locally. Met a good few that I hadn't met in a while, and done a bit of visiting. We had yesterday, Chepstow was called off and Aintree was called off, and we only had 4 runners. 2 was in the one race. We had Super Survivor. It got to be a place at 7-1. He's terrible jumper over hurdles, and he's not much better over fences. Long slogging engine, all right, but I wouldn't be going near him again. Well, a good winner in Flicker of Hope. That's the 4th time that it has won for us. It's probably one of the most profitable horses that we have backed. It was a strange sort of betting on that race yesterday. The green bookie was 14-1 when the blue bookie was 9-1 yesterday, and 365 was 9s as well. And then it opened at 10s, went into 7s, SP'd at 8. I thought he was going to stray them coming around the turn for home, but he ran into a bit inexperienced there, but he's only a 5-year-old. He's going to be a right chaser. It could be, we could probably see him after Christmas again. What you call it, ran in that race, was pulled up before the last 4 clean aces. So that had his day done. And then we had, without the favourite, JPR1, and it was with the couple of withdrawals yesterday, non-runners. It was 4-1 yesterday, quarter to the odds, 2 places, so it was money back on that. I thought going to the turn for home, he sort of eased off. Was he just trying to get second because he knew he wouldn't get to John Bon at that point, and didn't actually get second? He should have motored him up, because I had it back without the favourite as well. Great performance from John Bon. Another great performance well today from Energumen, back after long absence. I think it would have held the horse that fell at the last. So I missed the racing from Hong Kong this morning. Had a couple of bets on all right. Dubai Honour, the one that done us out with a heap of money there a few weeks ago, in a listed race at Newcastle, could come second in a Grade 1 there this morning to Oisin Murphy, gave it a great ride, and Giavoletto. I think that was a 12-1 shot. And the main race was won by, what do you call it? 3 in a row for it. Romantic Warrior, isn't it? So I didn't get a chance to look at the reruns yet. No internet, as they say. On to tomorrow. The horse that we backed a couple of times to win for us last year had a down to run it was called off a couple of times. The 1 o'clock tomorrow, Mumbles is out, but is carrying 12 stone, and he needs 2.5 miles, even though he ran well in first class on 2 miles. I thought there was an each way bet in the race. Miss Fedora carrying 10 stone 2, which is a pound wrong in the handicap. But weight will stop the train, as they say. So that Oscar Palmer, he's claiming 7, and out of his last 40 rides, he has 3 wins and 11 places. It's a 5-1 shot. It's an each way bet. But if there was strong support for Mumbles from a gambling yard, it would suggest that the race is terrible. Like, there's not much in it, but you'd wonder, are they just out for the spin tomorrow and maybe go for 2.5 miles around Christmas for the turkey money? 3 o'clock at Lingfield tomorrow, there's a horse, Dominic's Fault, for Ollie Murphy. It's raced at 111. There's only 4 lifetime runs. It fell first time out when it went off favourite and to Henry's Friend, who's a decent animal. It won in Leicester then on a second run. And it was beaten the last day by a short head, and it was gambled on. It's up £4. It's well related. It's half brother to West with the Wind midnight game and New Year's Eve. I thought that was a win bet tomorrow. And in Musselburgh, the 2:15, because I don't know what, for fear there might be races called off. One More Stroke for Donald McCain and Brian Hughes. It's a 5-year-old. It was second in 2 pints of pints for Rob James in Ireland, and then it was second in a bumper first time out. And it beat yesterday then first time in a hurl race. It was third off 115 in a handicap hurl last year, and they switched it to chasing then, last campaign. It was third the last day over an inadequate 2 miles. Stayed on well, I thought, in Hexham, up to 2.5 tomorrow. It's a half brother to Del Guinness, who won a couple of chases, so I thought that would have a good chance tomorrow. So that's 2 win bets. One More Stroke in Musselburgh, Dominic's Fault in Lingfield, and Miss Fedora each way. Maybe do a small reverse forecast with Mumbles, for fear the handbrake would be out, because you'll know with Evan Williams if he puts down the dash. So yeah, with a lot of non-runners yesterday. There was an eye catcher, I thought, Gui Cool. That'll be probably going to that 3-mile race at Leopardstown at Christmas. That ran well under a good weight. On Saturday there as well for Ted. So hopefully back tomorrow night, Monday night. Bash the bookies, over and out.